Then suddenly there appeared before me the only
Hey guys, Alex here. Welcome back to another episode of SLC Nerds 31 Screams. On today's episode, I will be talking to you about possibly the greatest horror comedy movie of all time, An American Werewolf in London. An American Werewolf in London has everything. Alright, it's got blood, it's got awesome practical effects and special effects makeup, great acting, and a script that will both terrify you as well as throw you into a laughing fit. The plot centers around David, an American guy who's just visiting England with his friend Jack. While out one night, they are attacked by a mysterious beast, and David wakes up in the hospital. While in the hospital, he has tons of nightmares and some weird visitations from his now dead friend. Jack informs David that he was bitten by a werewolf, and on the next full moon, he will become a werewolf. Also, he falls in love with his nurse and, starts wondering, hey, maybe life here in England could be pretty cool. Maybe Jack's a figment of my imagination. Maybe I'm not really a monster. But then we get the coolest scene in the whole movie, the transformation. This is by far the best werewolf transformation ever committed to film. Rick Baker, the amazing makeup artist behind this transformation, even won an Oscar for his work on this film. So many people have tried to replicate what this movie does with the transformation scene, and nobody has ever been able to get it exactly right. When David's turning into the werewolf, it really grabs the audience's attention because it's both so over-the-top ridiculous, the way his face stretches, his hands and feet stretch, his back arches, all the hair growing out, but on top of all the ridiculousness, it's shot in bright light. He's in his apartment with the lights on. You see everything, and that's what makes that scene so impactful in my opinion. A lot of werewolf movies have cool transformations nowadays, but they all kind of happen off screen a little bit, or with weird camera angles where you only see a little bit at a time, or it's in very low light, maybe even dark. But this movie really wants you to see David transform, and they do a great job of making you feel like maybe it's real. The ending is an emotional roller coaster that really makes you feel bad for David and those that he's attached to. And spoiler alert for those of you who've been alive during the last 40 years and still have decided not to watch this masterpiece, it ends with a classic werewolf movie ending. David, while transformed into the beast, is confronted by his love, and for a split second you think he'll recognize her. Then he lunges forward. He is shot by the police, and everyone realizes that this monster really was David all along. If you're a fan of great makeup, perfect dialogue, and plenty of terrifying laughs, An American Werewolf in London will keep you howling for more. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of SLC Nerds 31 Screams. My name is Alex. Have a good day.